Hey, how's it going out there and everywhere? It's Mr. Flip here, and today I'd like to talk about why their questions matter. Now, some are of the mindset of do as I say, because I say, and that's the way it will be. And that's fine for some. However, I believe that the more an athlete understands, the better they will perform. That links back to my previous video on comprehension. You can also check that out as well. Some may be offended by the idea that a student should ask why, or even bristle at their audacity to be asking, as if it is a direct challenge to their authority. Some athletes may have a less than kind approach when asking the question, but I believe that being able to explain to an athlete or being able to point them toward a goal rather than being disregarded definitely helps in the long run, in my opinion. Now, there's three questions that often come across or that often come up. Why am I doing this? What's the point? And how is this helping me to get better? I believe answering these questions goes a ways to be able to create a comfortable learning environment for students. Now, why am I doing this? Students often ask this question because they don't understand why the coach is telling them to do a particular drill. Why am I doing handstand snap downs? Why am I doing round-offs over and over? Why am I doing backwards rolls? Why am I working on this hollow body? Now, the why may differ from skill to skill and drill to drill, depending on what the athlete is working on and what skill or drill they happen to be doing at the moment. However, simply put, the reason why is we are building / investing in your body and your mind to be able to add value to the current skill that you're working on. And by value, I mean being able to use the skill or drill in a beneficial manner. Now, this is usually followed up by, what's the point? Or, why do I need this? And I believe the purpose of drills or building skills is to be able to create or mimic a movement or concept that the athlete needs to gain a better understanding of. And in understanding this particular movement or concept better, they will be able to perform more successfully in whatever skill or drill they happen to be working on. Now, another question that may follow is, how is this helping me to get better? Or, when will I use this? As a coach, it is always my goal to set up drills and skills that can be used as building blocks in order to help an athlete gain more awareness of what they're doing and be able to help them understand overall concepts so they can progress in a safe manner that will help them to advance their skills. So, as to how this will help you get better, this is a building block. This is a tool that you will be able to use to be able to create more successful movements and be able to create the future that you want. Now, of course, there are definitely many other questions that athletes ask and often come up with. And then there are those who are obviously, or maybe not even obviously, unintentionally trying to distract from class or waste time. However, I believe being unafraid and even inviting questions so that you can explain and help athletes to understand where you're coming from as a coach and having a conversation with them, I believe definitely helps that learning process. Now, it's always been a tenet of mine as a coach to tell athletes whenever they come into a class or a lesson, whatever the situation may be, that I would want them to ask questions. I would rather explain something multiple times than to just have them wing it. So I encourage them to ask the why, the how, the what, all the time. That way we can create a more comfortable learning environment so I can help them get to their goal more quickly. I know there's definitely a lot more questions that they will come across and ask. But I hope this video helps just a little bit with the how, the what, and the why.